Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'll be informing you guys about a beginner's exercise routine. There are three main fundamental compounds to this. Exercising as a beginner does not need to be as difficult as it sounds. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need expensive equipment. You can start anywhere. The words beginner and exercise almost sound weird to say in the same sentence. It feels uncomfortable. It feels to say. Don't be fooled. It is a lot easier than it sounds. Entering a gym can be stressful and overwhelming. I have firsthand experience with that. There's been multiple times where I've walked into a new gym setting, a new environment, and didn't know what was going on. A proper plan will prevent that type of overthinking and that stress. An exercise routine as a beginner, as a college student, as a stay-at-home mom, as a stay-at-home dad, anybody can have the time they set aside to exercise. It doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It can be going on a quick stroll and just getting the blood pumping. Not a lot of people realize the time they have to exercise, even at home, as stated in the 7 easy core concepts for beginners to try at home. Knowing while understanding the basics of a routine increases clarity and confidence. Those are the two most important things in the psyche that it takes to be successful in the gym. The first component of a beginning exercise or routine is foundational movement. According to Unleashing Your Potential, a comprehensive guide to functional fitness, beginners should focus on the basic movements that develop strength, coordination, and core activity. If you are able to incorporate compound movements, that is a big plus. It is going to add a lot less headache down the road if you can build your muscles up at the correct rate. These movements typically include pushing, which would be, it could be assisted push-ups, it could be overhead press, pulling, which would be band assisted exercises, or something as simple as rows. Squatting, take squatting lightly. It could mean anything from doing body weight squats, lunges, half lunges, or simply going on a stroll. While also incorporating, again, core exercises. Incorporating those exercises will promote good posture. It'll make you stand out and decrease injury over time. These movements target more than just the main muscle groups. They attack bones, strengthening them so that way you reduce compound fractures. It'll strengthen your ligaments and tendons and joints. That way you prevent tears and maybe a fall. There are multiple programs out there that are designed to help beginners get introduced into the lifestyle of an exercise routine. Based on my research and personal experience, having somebody there to hold you accountable is one of the best things there whenever you're starting out on this new journey. An exercise routine is built by 3 main components: movement, progressional overload, and recovery adjustments, along with warm-up. Foundational movement patterns will probably be my go-to. Secondly, I'll discuss progressive overload. And third, I'll break down the importance of recovery, of a good warm-up, a good cool-down, and a solid routine. Beginner routines focus on mastering the basics and techniques before taking it to the next level. Making time and training 2 to 3 days a week allows beginners to practice correct foundational movements and patterns without overdoing what their body is capable of. Once you master these foundations, it prepares your confidence along with your body for long-term success and progression you are able to see. The National Strength and Conditioning Association explains that progressive overload is the gradual increase of stress intensity placed on the body during these exercises. Progression overload means increasing repetitions, increasing intensity, increasing sets over time. This does not mean jumping up 5 levels ahead of what you're capable of. This is actually understanding and being able to comprehend what is going on inside your body, which if you take the time and train slowly, you will be proud of yourself for recognizing these features. And you will also reduce injuries. Reducing injuries is probably the most important thing that a beginner can do, because a setback will completely deter your motivation and trust inside yourself and make you want to quit altogether. But having a well-structured routine helps with the discipline and helps you with not suddenly increasing your weight and what you believe you're capable of. You might be able to do this once or twice at a certain weight, but the recovery might take 5 times as long, setting other muscle groups and setting your whole routine off a track. Steady progression allows sustainable development. The Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies states that a proper warm-up is also a major key factor to a perfect plan. Most beginner programs schedule 2 to 3 sessions per week with rest days in between, allowing you to get the proper nutrition, the proper relaxation that your body needs after a strength and conditioning exercise. Resting allows your body to respond properly, allows it to recover, allows your muscles to heal. Also, a major thing that people overlook a lot of the time is a cool down exercise. A cool down exercise allows your body to naturally and gradually adjust back to levels of sustainability. Instead of going from a high intensity workout to doing absolutely nothing and sitting in your car will cause muscle cramps, it will cause joint pain, and it'll cause your heart rate to be up in a situation where it shouldn't be, which is in a car or conversating with people. That's why a cool down exercise is mandatory. In conclusion, starting an exercise routine as a beginner does not have to be scary or overwhelming. You do not need a gym membership, expensive gym equipment, or even somebody there to help you out. You can do it by yourself if you need to. What matters most is understanding the 3 main components: a good routine, foundational movements, and progressive overload with recovery. Learning these basic movements like pushing, pulling, squatting, walking, builds your core fundamentals. Confidence. Confidence is something that cannot be harped on enough. Keeping your confidence inside of a gym, inside of your exercise routine, allows you to be happy and proud of yourself. Slowly increasing your repetitions and intensity, you'll start to see increases and you'll be more excited whenever you start to be able to lift that weight. Exercise is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Anyone, anywhere can start small and become a beast in the gym over time. If anybody has any questions or would like further information, feel free to email me privately. I'd love to work one-on-one with you. Have a great day.